And welcome back to the latest episode of Endless Horizon, my Let's Play playthrough of the game Raft. It's been a painful, sometimes literally painful, learning experience. And the past few episodes we spent time on learning how to survive, how to keep food in my belly, water in my system, and the shark off my back, with mixed success. But it's been successful enough that if you compare this to the original episodes where I couldn't go 15 minutes without dying or passing out, we're doing much better. Plus, we have a wealth of material wealth, and so we're doing pretty good. In fact, part of my problem now is keeping it all organized, which I'm attempting now. But at the end of the last episode, we parked on this little offshore of this little island. And what I'd like to do now is to take all the stuff we learned from the past few episodes and use it to kill the shark, and then pick up goodies in the shallows here and start working toward what I think is the next level, which is to start researching different things I can make and to start seeing if I can build a better raft. The name of the game is Raft, and I've got the basics going right now. So, and as you can see, everything is very crowded together. So it's just now it's a matter of taking everything that we did to keep us in the game and start improving upon it, right? Optimization or expansion, depending on how you want to look at it. But that's the goal here. Yummy. And as I've mentioned in earlier series, because of my employment situation or lack thereof, I actually get to do this during the day now. So I saw a grilled herring, and I think I should have eaten lunch before I started playing this game today, but that's how these things work. Okay. Need another storage container. I got everything necessary. I just gotta make it here. So I need a rope. For that I need 2 leaves. I used to be able to craft it from there, but here we go. That does that, and then I need I got everything, because it will take everything. So go. And this is part of the problem, is trying to figure out where to put stuff. I got to get it out of the shark bite zone. And I need to better organize this stuff. I need to better organize everything. But such is... I just had to give him a head start. Just to be fair. Give him a fighting chance. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I give him a more than fair. Okay, there we go. Okay, 2 for him, 1 for me, so... Yep. Okay. Where'd he go? Where did he... Oh. Okay. We are now on a roll. We got momentum. I lost him again. Oh, here we go. Now, I've been told that you could stab him in the face and then stab him in the butt right afterwards. I'm gonna try it, but I'm having a hard time getting a lock on him after he bites me. See? Yeah, he's hugging the terrain after he bites me. Well, that's not good. Why? I was holding the spear, and then for whatever reason I stopped holding the spear. Went right when he bit. Okay. So I almost got a shot at his butt. Yeah, I need to do a better job with my timing. Yeah. Okay. Some lessons learned. That hurt. Okay. Hey! I don't even know where I left the spear. There's a spear. Well, here I am in the nick of time to look at the big hole in my boat. I would have hoped that fighting the shark would have reset the timer for him to gnaw on the boat, but clearly that's not the case. So let's put it back together, or at least, you know what, now's a good time to kind of build a buffer. Yeah, as time and materials allow. You know, the problem now is that planks are probably the most valuable component. I needed to build the boat, I needed to build weapons and tools, and I need them as fuel for eating and drinking. So planks is, it's if you ever play Settlers of Catan, you know, clay is the key element there. Well, here it's planks. There we go, baby. Almost got a shot at his butt. I had a shot at his butt, but for whatever reason, the spear was no longer selected. Okay. Just some practice here. And I don't have to practice anymore. I got a dead shark. Oh. Okay. So a couple different things. One, I was told that there's a kind of a theory that if you take everything off the shark, then the shark body despawns, and then the timer sets for new shark. I was told that if you take everything off the body except the head, then as long as the head's on there, then shark body doesn't despawn as quickly. It waits until that despawns because it figures out you're not going to get the head after all, and then the timer starts for the new shark. And so a clam. So that's what I should do. Now, I could have swore, I guess I might be mistaken, but I could have swore that when I was first killing the shark, I had like a container box where I could pull stuff out. But when I just looted him that time, I saw for the first time that I didn't see a container box, but I saw for the first time that what it's doing is the longer I was holding the key down, it started giving me the items one by one in my inventory, and the last item was the shark head. So I think my new plan there is just hold the E button down until I get the 4 shark steaks, and then let it go and leave the shark body floating and give that a shot. But that being said, I don't have very long until we get new shark. Chuckles 2 or 3. I don't know what we're up to by now. And this stuff, some of the stuff, I still don't know what you can do with it. But I'm hoping that by the end of today's episode, we will have enough research going that maybe some of this, I'll know what some of this stuff is used for and can use it. Yes, sir, Bob. I don't want these shark heads. I will take the shark steaks, though. Yummy! I do love seafood. Do love me some seafood. Never had shark before. Not real keen on, sharks have a pretty rough public relations image, and I'm cool with them. I mean, I have a very different opinion right now, sitting behind the mic in my studio. My view of sharks is very different than it would be, say, if I was floating on the wreckage of a sunken ship, surrounded with sharks in the water. I might have a very, very different view of sharks, but right now, since I'm not under threat of, any literal physical threat of a shark, I live and let live. I'm cool with them. They it's all part of cycle of life type of stuff, circle of life. I'm cool with it. It's I have the same feeling about like things like hornets and spiders, right? Rattlesnakes. If they're outside, that's their environment. I'm cool with it as long as they don't come after me. But when it's my house or my yard, I won't keep a snake in the yard, but the bugs, they want to be in the yard. That's cool. That's where they belong. You do your work out there, but you come in the house. Sorry, yeah, I know I'm hungry, or somebody's over my shoulder rubbing a balloon, but pretty sure that's my stomach. Anyway, ooh, lovely. I should keep it quiet for a while. Anyway, so sharks, alligators, spiders, scorpions, all that stuff. They serve a purpose, an important purpose. And as long as they respect my space, I will generally respect their space and their right to live. So that's that. We do have a problem with the hornets trying to build a nest in the exhaust vent for our gas fireplace. Every year those little jerks try to build a nest in that thing. The first year it was easy because we just turned on the fireplace and then all that hot gas kept them away, but that no longer works. And I called the property management company to have them send out exterminator. That the association paid for it. The first time, the guy couldn't find the exhaust vent. The second time, the guy did, but I don't know what he did. It solved the problem for a week, but then they were back. And the problem we had is once that nest was up and running, they were getting in the house somehow. I think it's because modern windows have like a tiny little vent, and they were able to crawl through it into the warmer house. But we haven't had a problem for a couple years now because I just gave up on the competence of the association's exterminator. And what I did was I went and got a little bottle of peppermint oil and a spray bottle, and I put in the peppermint oil, and then I spray. I fill it the rest with warm water, and then I shake it like it's no tomorrow, and then I use the squirt bottle to spray where they're nesting. And boy, do they hate that. It took it took one application that drove them away. A couple days later, they were kind of in the same area, so I did another application. And now I just spray it every couple weeks, right? Because, the elements will, rain, sun, all that stuff, will basically break down the peppermint oil. But it seems to really work. And I say every 2 weeks. I did for a while, and I don't think I've done it in a month. I still have the bottle by the window, but I check every once in a while. They haven't come back, so they might have gotten the message, or I just got enough peppermint oil accumulated up there that they really got the message. So there you go. Natural way to drive off those jerks. There we go. Speaking of driving off jerks, I wish I had peppermint oil for him. That's the other thing you need planks for. Repairs. So this is the time you kind of wish you had the Minecraft model where I just can plant a tree, it grows in a few minutes, knock down the tree, get plenty of wood and saplings, lather, rinse, repeat frequently. I don't want the sails just yet. With it rocking like this, it's kind of hard to keep my lock on a hitbox. Let's go knock down some trees. Since he just attacked, that means I have a few minutes. Something I'm unclear about is, like, does the timer for shark attacks on the boat continue if I'm not on the boat? If you happen to know the answer or have any input on that, by all means, leave a comment. Let me know. There's not much on this island. I don't think I picked it already. Picked it clean. But there's not a whole lot of reason to stick around here anymore. I mean, there's a lot more stuff under the water, I guess, but I'm needing planks, and I don't see a lot of planks growing under the water there, so time to go mobile. Who sang that song, Truckin'? Grateful Dead, I think? I'm not going anywhere, and I'm doing it pretty fast. I should. That sail is doing a whole lot of nothing. And I'm still right where I was. So maybe I just need to get around the island. Maybe that's the problem. Whoop! Found the problem. Got the parking brake on. So, yeah, that was the new Star Trek movie. The one made. The new. It was made in 2009. That's 16 years ago, which is amazing. But yeah, the rest of the fleet took off, and the Enterprise is stuck there because Sulu forgot to turn off the external inertial dampeners, which is another name for anchor, I guess. So okay, ditch all these shark heads. Make sure I have a spare hook. And then put it someplace safe. Here we go. I guess this is going to be my designated toolbox. Huh. It never rains, it pours. Okay, so it's amazing how much more effective the sail is when you take the anchor off. Research table. I need planks, a lot of planks, and some scrap. So, well, like I said, planks are the most valuable thing in the game. So, I guess that means we'll prioritize for planks as best as I can. He just had that look about him, like I knew he was going to attack. Oh my gosh. Oh. I think I'm going to take a course in remedial hooking. Yeah, a couple of remedial courses. Oh. Okie dokie. We are cooking with gas again. Kinda. Oh, come on. That should have got... That was not hard enough. Wow. Wow. This is not my first time playing the game, I swear. If you've seen it, I have video proof. In fact, I have, watch the other episodes. So this is not my first rodeo. It looks like my first rodeo, but it is not my first rodeo. Okay. I'm gonna go for the whale here. Oh, come on. It was there. Yeah, I got ripped off. There we go. I got a plank. These, I don't know if it's just me, but these planks remind me of the boards that comprise a pallet. A pallet for carrying goods and stuff. This looks like somebody, pried apart one of those pallets and left the boards in the water. Mmm, yummy. How come it won't let me refill the... There we go. The water on that side of the raft is better than the water I'm by? Aye. Okay. So the rain stopped. Seas are relatively calm. And a whole lot of nothing in the water is part of the problem here. Oh, there is what appears to be a big island. We'll see how big it is. As we learned, apparently I'm not old enough. You have to be, this high to ride the rides on the big island, and I am not I don't meet the bar. What I would need is an anti-aircraft gun and a solid helmet. This stupid screecher is, I guess, what they're calling screechers that come in and bomb you with big rocks. Accurately, I might add, right? For Big Bird, pretty keen intelligence, of course, it's programmed that way, but still. Yeah. Even when I was trying to run away, I was getting hit. No, it's not a big island, but that... So it's not big as in the sense that it's a big island, but it does have quite a bit of elevation, which is unusual. So we'll prepare to make a landing here. Yeah, it's got some verticality to it. So it's not a big island, it's a little one, but it's got some height. So this might be a special island. It's seems to be different than the ones I've seen before. There's something at the top of that. It looks busted or something. And of course the shark's circling because, you know, he'll wait for his moment to bite. Usually when I'm in the middle of doing something I can't switch away from very easily. Ah, jerk. I'd say the paddle is the most effective means of transportation. Certainly not the most efficient, but certainly the most effective. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. I want my money back. Okay. So Chuckles just tried to bite the boat a minute ago, so we can wander through here. Oh, car door or something. Oh, a pineapple. Nice. Big tree, which for whatever reason I can't do anything with. The small tree, which I can cut down. Harvest is probably the most preferable term. You know, lots of bamboo, but you know, bamboo is really useful stuff. If I was in a survival situation like this, you betcha I would be grabbing bamboo. A lot of it, too. Okay, this is where the weird stuff starts. I can't do anything with the logs. Oh, berries. Let's see. I do like that I can get stuff from trees. I don't like the fact that I gotta bring down a tree to take the fruit off of it, but whatever. Okay. So... Oh, it's a plane. It's a little plane. As opposed to a little fancy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had the joke up in my mind and I just had to take off, eh? Oh. Surely you find dad humor uplifting. Okay. Okay. So, maybe getting rid of the shark head was the charm because I got a pilot's helmet now. That's what that door was, is the door to the plane. Just a plain old door. What is this? This is a cupboard. Okay. Chuckles should be by any minute now. Because, it's just been long enough for him to come by. I don't know what vine goo is. I think, isn't vine goo like a Dutch painter that cut his ear off or something? Oh! Yes, that was not Van Gogh. I mean, Vine Goo. That was Van Gogh. Ah, I'm so easily confused. Okay, now we got an aviator's cap. And a metal ingot. I don't know what I'm going to do with a metal ingot. Whoa, hey! Hey! And stay off. Yeah, give me the repair tool. So I'll just kind of try to put stuff away as best as I can. The thing is with so many containers with such small inventories, I kind of lose track of whether or not I already have something in storage someplace, and if so, where is it? But we'll get there. What I wouldn't do for the Minecraft storage drawers mod at this moment, but okay. Okay, I'm out of shark. So we'll just have mangoes for dessert. Okay, I need planks and scrap. I think I have... That's 14 planks. And that's 2 scrap. Okay, so I have me a research table. I gotta figure out where to put it. Out of all this room I have, it looks like it's backwards. Okay, let's try that. So now I have these 2 blueprint or schematic type thingies. And let's see, receiver. Good luck, I don't have any place to put it. So, place item in slot to research. Okay, we can do that. Researched. That's it? It's done? I don't need material? Nothing lit up out of all those things. I'm probably doing something wrong, or I'm missing something. Well, with the complete lack of information in the UI, I think I'm going to have to just look this one up online. I try to avoid that because I don't want to know what the next stage or future stages of the game are like, but and you know the wiki's going to give it all to you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I don't want to spoil it for myself. Okay, time to go shark hunting, I think. I just want to know where he is before I jump in the water. There he is. And I lost him anyway. Yeah. Okay. There's your freebie, you jerk. Now where'd he go? Oh, here he comes. Man, it's like I wasn't trying to do anything at all. Okay, that got him. Of course, it killed off my spear. Okay. We're back to where we should be, even taking a shot at his butt. Okay, we're not where we should be. He took a shot at me and hit. There we go. Oh, I did a double. A double. I did a double, Carl. A double. Oh, I did it again. Okay. Where'd he go? Where did he go? I lost a shark. You don't want to lose a shark. Because that happens. I'm not long for this world, I fear. Might have been able to stab him in the butt, but I'm blacking out here. Yep. Surrender or respawn. So now I have very little health. And my hunger and my thirst. Well, that one was quick. Oh, I lost my spear. Let's see. Running out of spears. Let's take the damaged one. Hey! Hey! That was uncalled for. We're in the middle of something here. You and I. Wherever you are. Where... I can't believe I got a hit on him. I thought for sure he was gonna grab a mouthful of me. Oh, I got another double. Yeah, he got a double. Things that make you go, Oh, boy. Now, where is he? I don't want to jump in the water and get nailed from behind. There he is. Yes. Oh, okay. So we'll just grab the meat. And that's it. Leave the body floating. Now we just go grab all the other stuff. I need a hook. Need a hook. Grab the shark meat. I can have it cooking while I'm under the water there. Okay. Now, what I'm wondering, I've done this enough now. I think I've seen this before, and I've seen the regular rocks before, and I think all the anything that looks like it's made out of metal is by default scrap. So I'm just wondering if there's a type of material down here that I haven't discovered yet or I'm missing. I mean, I guess we'll find out. I also wonder if, as I do the research, as I learn certain things, I wonder if that opens up some new materials. And when it opens up new materials, those materials start spawning. I don't know. I just don't know. I know, I was getting excited down there. I probably should have stayed closer to the boat so I can keep an eye on when the shark's body disappears. Yeah, I could use some water and food soon. And hook, apparently. We'll grab this plank on the way. Shark body's still there. Good to know. Noted. And let's beat feet. Getting a little parched here. Where's my cup? Where's my cup? You know, for such a small boat, I have a great deal of difficulty trying to find stuff. Oh boy, did I just drink salt water? I sure did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, this is lovely. I mean, it's got electrolytes, but just a bit too much. Yeah, the coffee's a nice touch. Thanks, I get it. Okay, that helped a lot. Oh, boy. Reminds me, it's been a while since I watched Waterworld. I like the post-apocalyptic movies. You know, there's quite a few good ones that have come out in the past 50 years. I still like Logan's Run and Soylent Green. I think I might have mentioned before. Soylent Green I saw at a drive-in with my family when it came out. And I think that came out like in 72 or something like that. And so I would have been, what, like 4 or 5, depending on when we saw it. And, okay, if you've seen Soylent Green, let's just say up front, it is not a movie you take your 5-year-old to. But, you know, it was the drive-ins back then. So you go to whatever movie your parents went to. Usually it's a double feature. First one kid-friendly. By then the kids conk out. And then you have a less kid-friendly option. Anyhow, saw Soylent Green at the movie theater, and that one really rocked my world. The original Planet Apes, right? By the time I saw the original Planet of the Apes, I saw it on TV. Here's the thing: if you look, I mean, I think they're all PG now, but when those movies came out, well, let's take a step back. Let me see. I'm getting all confused here. So, just trying to keep stuff put away properly. I need a anchor to be by the boat. So in the old days, I mean, nowadays, if you see a movie that's rated G, right, what do you think? You think it's a kid's movie, right? Family friendly. And G stands for general audiences, which is basically, we don't put any limits. Everybody should watch this stuff. And nowadays, that means kids' movies. When the Planet of the Apes series originally came out, so that first one was 68 and all through the 70s, a G-rated movie could certainly be a kid's movie, but it was actually more along the lines of general audiences, right? Anybody could watch this, including kids. And so all the Planet of the Apes movies were G-rated, which is probably blows your mind at this point. Except when it came for, I think it was Battle of the Planet of the Apes, where basically the apes overthrow humans. Now that is a big island, and I see a Screecher flying around, and I'm not even going to bother trying to go there. But when that Battle of the Planet of the Apes was coming out, the censors said, yeah, this is PG. And the studio was freaking out because they're afraid that families wouldn't go watch a PG movie. So they tried everything they could to get it back to a G rating, but they just couldn't. So it went out as PG. Now, I find that really bizarre, right? Just because of the way things are in today's... I mean, you know, don't forget, that was also the era where you could smoke in grocery stores or doctor's offices, and, you know, they ate red M&Ms, and doctors sometimes prescribed smoking as a cure for hypertension. So, different world, different time, different place, but... Yep. Okay, let's see if we can grab this. Oh. Got a tater in there, too. It's kind of weird that, islands are definitely places where you can grab a lot of resources, but it's a temporary thing. If you want constant resources, or close to constant resources, you got to be out in the water, right? This is where it's at. This is where the lion's share of the goodies are. Now, that being said, we've seen some special islands that have special stuff, and I don't think you would ever find that stuff out here. So there you go. That's what brings you into the islands. Is this, you know, the special stuff. I think I need to start planting stuff. I'm just worried about seagulls. So I'm all set for the next island with my throwable anchor. Not that one though. Nope, I need more planks. How convenient. You know, when you stop and think about it, in real life, we filled the oceans with plastic junk, and there's huge floating islands of the stuff out there, which is, you know, a hazard and a threat to our real world. But if you think about it, if there was like some type of breakdown of civilization right now, then that big floating mass of pollution would then be a valuable resource. You know, if we're in a post-apocalyptic state and we can't make plastic, and then you've got this, you know, continent-sized mass out there that you can mine for plastic, that would be... It's just interesting. I mean, that's what this is, right? What I'm doing is I'm picking up the flotsam and the jetsam that's left over from civilization and surviving on it. I really don't know how this thing works. I do know how that works. Like this. But the research table... Research table is just going to give me a headache trying to figure it out. Just going to give me a headache. So it says researched, done, right? There's no timer, there's no progress bar. So it's like I put the thing in there. In theory, whatever it is, you know, I now have knowledge to make it, right? Yet, I don't know why it shows me all these look like recipes apparently that need to be researched, but they're all ghosted out, like they don't apply. Like, you know, hey, suck it up, Buttercup, you can't do any of that stuff. Okay. But if I go through here, I have decorations, yeah. Wooden spear. So basically, it says researched, but I don't see anything new in my menus that I can make that I couldn't make before. Except for decorations. But I mean, a radio antenna is not... Unless, I mean, I do know some people who would think a radio antenna would be a decoration. But that's kind of like the geekiest of the geeks. That was a nice box. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Why is my hook out? I threw my hook. Okay, let's try to get to that island. It's not a big one. It doesn't have any hills on it. It's not very tall. It's kind of like the island. It looks like the island that we started at, right? Which was low enough that half the time the waves broke across much of the island. That is very typical of an atoll. Okay, coming in. Oh, looking at the time, I'm not going to have time to loot the... Ooh, turtles, sea turtles. I wonder if I could catch those. Turtle soup's a thing. Anyway, I won't have time to scout the surface of the island, kill the shark, grab everything underwater. That's probably how we'll open the next episode, but we do have time to get here, throw the anchor down, do a couple things, I think. Looks like we got some trees, so that will come in handy. I know the shark usually grabs the corner, but I don't think he's going to grab this corner. I did not mean to be in the water. I did not mean to do that. I'm a little far from the island. A little further than I'd care to. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on. Come on, I got ripped off. Palm leaf plastic scrap plank. Okay. Hey, I just got here. Give me a break. Pinhead. See what's on the islands. Not a whole lot, I'm guessing. Nice, thank you. Watermelons, thank you. Thank you very much. Another tree. So talk about a flower. It's apparently a mango tree. It was a mango tree. Because, you know, that's how they harvest mangoes. They go out and cut down the tree that took 20 years to grow. At that rate, mangoes would be about $150 a pound, but okay. Ooh, pineapple. Pineapple. The other barrel's too far out. And I'm not ready to go swimming with the shark just yet. Oh, missed that pineapple the first time. Get to the boat, get to the boat, get to the boat. Ah. There you go. That's it. That's right. Huh, I don't need to sail up while I'm here. Still don't know what to do with this. Still puzzled. Well, let's put stuff away and get organized. As best as I can. It would be awesome if I could somehow label these containers ahead of time or color code them, or... I mean, for all I know, there is a way to do that in the game. I just haven't discovered it. Here we go. Try to keep all the food stuffs together, the crafting stuffs together. Tools together. Oh, dump this out. There he comes, here he comes. Ugh. Man, he's a pinhead. But I think that's about it for today. So we made some progress. I got to figure out how to work the research table, but I think that's the key to moving forward from this point forward. But as far as the basic survival goes, I think we're there. So I had fun today. I hope you did. I hope you join us next time for the next episode, where I hopefully get a little further, and then a little further, and a little further. But until then, I hope this finds you and yours in good spirits, good health, and perhaps a touch of good fortune. Cheers.